Well, hey boys and girls, welcome back to the latest edition of Landon's Lab. Do you guys know what is special about this week? This week is called Passion Week. This is the week we celebrate what Jesus did for us on the cross. We celebrate everything that happened during the week and ultimately his death and crucifixion on the cross, but also his resurrection. We celebrate the fact that Jesus came back to life, and guess what? He's still alive today. Well, today, boys and girls, we're going to try a certain experiment. All right, now in front of me you see this glass of water. It's a very tall glass of water, but it's completely clear. Now what we're going to do is put something in it and see if we can get what we put in to be eliminated, to be gone, and to be clear again. You see, this cup here that's completely clear, completely perfect in its way, is just like we were before sin. And what is sin? If you guys know it, can you say it with me? Sin is anything that you say, think, or do that displeases God. And boys and girls, everybody has sinned. Mr. Landon has sinned. Every single person in the world has sinned. But Jesus will pay for our sin. Isn't that so wonderful? But this is what sin does. And in the very beginning of time with Adam and Eve, everything was perfect. But they sinned. It turned what was originally clear and perfect, and it made it into something that was really, really gross. Look at how this water has turned. It's turned red. It's turned completely red. And now it's completely different than it was before. It's very different than how I intended it to be. This is what sin did to us as well. God did not want sin in the world. But whenever we chose to disobey God, that's what happened. And boys and girls, this is what the inside of our heart kind of looks like before we ask Jesus for forgiveness. Now here's the great news. We don't have to stay this way. Nobody in the world has to stay with sin completely engulfing them and taking them over, because we have the gospel. We have the good news of Jesus. Let me show you what happens whenever Jesus meets our sin. Something completely different than what we would think from right here. Jesus comes in and completely eliminates our sin. Now watch very closely. Look at how it's changing. Just like this. Look at how it is already changing from that bright color. And now look. It's the same color as whenever we poured it in. Jesus made it to be exactly what he wants us to be. Do you guys see any more sin in there? I sure don't. Guys, Jesus doesn't either. Whenever he changes our hearts, we don't have to worry about all the things that we did a long time ago or even yesterday. Whenever we ask God for forgiveness, it's over. It's completely gone. Maybe you guys, for the very first time, want to trust Jesus and follow Jesus and have a relationship with him and become a Christian. This would be such a great time to talk to mom or dad and ask about how Jesus makes our heart clean again. How he makes all that sin, all that red, that darkness, that's all gone. You can't find a speck of sin in there. That's what Jesus can do to our hearts. So boys and girls, I hope you have such a wonderful, wonderful week. Oh, a wonderful week. Okay, I gotta redo that. Well, boys and girls, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope the week is good. I hope it is splendid. I hope that you guys are able to Oh